So welcome to Tumal online classes. We are discussing the chapter mechanical properties of fluids. Yesterday we started the level 3 questions. Okay, we will continue the level 3 only. So question number 11. Two capillary tubes. So length of 15 centimeters, 5 centimeters, radius 0.06 centimeters and 0.02 centimeters respectively, connected in series. The pressure difference across the ends of the phases equal to 14 centimeters of water column. Then find the pressure difference across first tube and also the second tube. So this is the question based on Poiseuille formula. And these two capillary tubes are there. The two capillary tubes are connected in series. This is the first tube, second tube. Let me call the pressure difference across one end of the first tube is P1 and across the second end of the second tube is P2. So pressure at the common interface, let me call it as P1. So they given length value. This length value L1, this length value L2, this radius value R1, this radius value R2. So complete data they given. What is L1 value? 15 centimeters. The L2 value given it as 5 centimeters. The R1 value is of 0.06 centimeters and R2 value is of how much? 0.02 centimeters. Okay. The pressure difference across these free ends, the combined pipe after connecting two in series, it is looking like a single pipe. So pressure difference across this pipe, that is they given it as P1 minus P2 will be equal to 14 centimeters. The pressure difference value is equal to 14 centimeters of column of water. Pressure exerted by 14 centimeter of column of water. Column of water. What does it mean? The pressure difference will be equal to pressure exerted by water column of height value 14 centimeters. What is the general formula for pressure? P is equal to rho into G into H. In case of barometer, we will calculate the pressure by using mercury. So what is the height of the mercury? By calculating H, we will substitute the density. But here pressure difference we need to calculate in terms of the height of the water column. Why I kept like this only means answer options also given in. So only height of the water column. They not substituted the total values. That's why I will take it as P1 minus P2 is equal to 14 centimeters of pressure exerted by 14 centimeters of water column. Okay now what they are asking us to calculate according to which one? Now Poiseuille equation. So volume of the fluid flowing per second, that is V is equal to P by R. Whereas here V value constant, volume is constant for series combination. We discussed clearly in the concepts. Whenever volume is constant, the pressure value directly proportional to R or R value directly proportional to pressure. They are asking us to calculate what is the pressure difference across each tube. So I want to calculate P1 minus P0 and P0 minus P2. So then P1 by P2. So what can I write? P1 minus P0 divided by P0 minus P2 will be equal to R1 divided by R2. What is R1 and R2 are the resistance, fluid resistance. So fluid resistance value, R1 value is equal to 8 into eta into L1 divided by pi into R1 power 4. Similarly R2 given by 8 into eta into L2 divided by pi into R2 power 4. Clear? So that is called as fluid resistance. The opposition offered by the fluid for flowing the opposition offered by the tube for flowing the fluid through it. We have written this R value by using Poiseuille equation. What is Poiseuille equation? V is equal to pi PR power 4 by 8 into eta into L. We have written it as V is equal to P by R. So R value is equal to how much? Where R is 8 into eta into L divided by pi into R power 4. Correct? This is called as fluid resistance. R1 is the resistance of the first tube, R2 is the resistance of the second tube. Then P1 minus P0 divided by P0 minus P2 will be equal to R1 by R2 will be equal to, so can I substitute the values directly? I will get the answer L1 by L2 into R2 by R1 whole power 4. Right? Whole power 4. Then which I will get L1 value 15 by L2 value 5 into R2 by R1, R2 value 0.02 by 0.06 whole power 4. So 5 ones are 5 threes are, decimals cancel, 2 ones are 2 threes are. So what I get the answer is given by here. So this is the value of P1 minus P0 divided by P0 minus P2 will be equal to, so this is 3 into 1 by 3 power 4. 1 3 cancel, so 3 cube will be left. So can I continue here? I will wrap this column. This is simply 14 centimeter of waterfall. Then so what I get the answer is given by P1 minus P0 divided by P0 minus P2 will be equal to how much now? So this is 1 by 3 cube means 27. So simplify this. After simplification, what I get? 27 into P1 minus 27 into P0 will be equal to how much now? So will be equal to P0 minus P2. P0 minus P2. So from this what can I able to write? 27 into P1 plus P2 will be equal to 28 into P0. Can I write that? Then, but we know this. So what is the pressure difference they given now? This one. P1 minus P2 is equal to 14 centimeters. P1 minus P2 is equal to 14 centimeters of melting quality. Can I write here now? So where is the space? Can I continue here? I will see. So what is the value I will get? P1 is equal to 14 plus P2. Substitute the value of P1 in this equation. Can I call it as equation 1? So tell me what I will get. 27 into, so P1 value 14 plus 27 into P2 will be equal to 27 into P2. So this is the value of which one? Plus P2. Plus P2 will be equal to 28 into P0. So from this what I get? 28 into P2 minus 28 into P0 will be equal to, so 27 into 14. 27 into 14. You simplify this. 28 into P2 minus P0. So will be equal to, this is minus 1. So this value will be equal to minus 27 into 14. So what is the value here I get? P0 minus P2 will be equal to, so 27. I multiplied with minus. 27 into 14 divided by how much? 20. 14 ones are 14 twos are. So 27 it will go for how many times? 13.5 centimeters. So therefore finally what I got the answer? P naught minus P2 will be equal to 13.5 centimeters of which one? Pressure exerted by water column. That is the pressure difference across second tube. So then by substituting the P0 minus P2 value 13.5. Here in this equation 1 I eliminated P1. Then I got P2 minus P0. If I eliminate P2 I will get P1 minus P0. That P1 minus P0 value you can substitute now. If you substitute that you will get the answer of 0.5. So what is the pressure difference across first tube? 0.5. Across second tube will be 13.5. But that is the pressure exerted by which one? Water column. Water column height they given. So pressure is expressing in terms of the height of the water column. Question understood? So this is question number. See, question simple only. For writing it is looking somewhat lengthy, but simple one. Concept everything we discussed. So this is the question number 11. Next one. Question number 13. So what is this question is? So in a planet source, a sucrose solution of coefficient of viscosity. Sucrose solution is given. Its coefficient of viscosity 0.0015. So Newton second meter square. Newton second meter square inverse. So it is driving with a velocity. It is moving with a velocity 10 power minus 3 meters per second through a exhaling vessel of radius. So one vessel is the circular cross section radius 2 micrometer. Micro means 10 power minus 6 meters. The length value given it as, so L value is equal to 5 micrometer, 5 into 10 to the power of minus 6 meters. So they are asking us to calculate what is the pressure difference. So in one planet, one tube will be there. Which tube is given? X-beam tube. Its length value given and the coefficient of viscosity given. The velocity with which the fluid is flowing given, that sucrose solution. Radius given and also length given. They are asking us to calculate what is the pressure difference. So if I call this is P1 and this is P2, the pressure difference P is given by P1 minus P2. We want to calculate the pressure difference. To calculate the pressure difference, can I apply the Poiseuille formula? So V is equal to formula pi P R power 4 divided by, so 8 into eta into L. Pi P R power 4 by 8 into eta into L. What is V? The rate of fluid flow, volume of the fluid flowing per second. Volume of the fluid flowing per second can be also written as, so volume is equal to area into length, so A into L by T will be equal to pi into P into R power 4 divided by 8 into eta into L, which can be written as A into L by T, nothing but V now, will be equal to pi P R power 4 divided by 8 into eta into L. Then A value can be written as circular cross section. Pi r square will be equal to pi p r power 4 divided by 8 into eta into L. Pi r square into V. What is the area of cross section of tube? Pi r square into V. So pi value cancel. R square R2. Then what is V value is equal to P into R square divided by 8 into eta into L. We want to calculate P value. So P value given by 8 into eta into L into V divided by R square. So P value is equal to 8 into eta value 0.0015. Length value how much? 5 into 10 power minus 6. Velocity is given by 10 power minus 3 by square of the radius value given by, so radius square value is equal to how much now? So that is 2 is there. 2 into 10 power minus 6 whole square, that is 4 into 10 power, how much I will get? Minus 12. Correct? So 4 ones are 4 twos are. Then what I will get? 15 twos are. Roughly also you can tell the answer. 15 twos are 30. 35 are 150. So if you simplify this, finally you get the answer. P value is equal to 50. Okay na? Question understood? Only the thing is how we calculated the volume. We calculated the volume. Volume is nothing but the rate of fluid flow, nothing but the volume of the fluid flowing per second. Here I written volume as area into length divided by T. So this is question number 30. Next question. So question number 15. So what is this question is? A capillary tube attached horizontally to a constant head arrangement. If the radius of the capillary tube is increases by 10%, the rate of flow of liquid will be increases by. So what is the formula? Poiseuille formula. V is equal to pi p r power 4 divided by 8 into eta into L. Correct? So in this, V is nothing but here. So rate of fluid flow. Rate of fluid flow directly proportional to R power 4. So what is V2 by V1 will be equal to R2 by R1 whole power 4. So they telling that radius will be increases by 10%. If I take R1 is equal to 100, what happened to R2? R2 value 110. Correct? Then what will be the answer for V2 by V1? V2 by V1 value is equal to 110 by 100 whole power 4. Correct? So 0 0 cancel. Then what I get the answer? V2 by V1 value is equal to 11 by 10 whole power 4. So what is 11 by 10 whole power value? That is, so how much we will get? 11 11 is 121. So 121 into 121 sir. 121 into 121. So 1 2 1 here is, so 2 4 2 and here is the value of 1. So this is of 2 1. Then 1 4. So this value 6 and this value 4 1. So what is the value you are buying? 1 4 6 4 1 by 10,000. 10 power 4 now. So that is of 10,000. Okay. Now I want to calculate percentage of increase in V2. So that is V2 by V1 minus 1 will be given by 14641 minus 10,000 divided by how much? 10,000. Calculation no problem. So maximum calculation try to do so manually only. Don't depend upon calculators. To show that I did here. So calculator it takes more time than if you do manually. Because in competitive exam calculator not allowed. So that's why do the numerical. So manual. Then what I did? V2 by V2 minus V1 by V1 will be equal to here how much I will get? So 4641 by 10,000. Okay na? If I want to calculate percentage, so I need to multiply with 100. Then I will get answer will be of 46% plus 46%. What is the significance of plus sign there? With increasing the radius, what happened to the rate of fluid flow? Rate of fluid flow will be increases. So it is increases by how much percentage? 46%. Question understood? So this is 15th question. The next one. So this is a question based on equation of continuity. So what is this question? 17th one. Blood flows through main artery with a cross section area. So 20 centimeter, 2 centimeters square. Question number 17. So A1 value given it as 2 centimeters square with a speed of, so that is 0.25 meters per second. So 2 centimeters square means 2 into 10 power minus 4 meters square. So that is the main artery. The main artery, it is branched into several capillaries of total area of cross section. That is final area of cross section given as 0.4 meters square. One single artery was there. It is divided into number of branches. The number of branches effective area given A2. So that is this much 0.4 meters square. They asking us to calculate what is the speed across each branch. Okay now? First main artery area given, speed given, asking us to calculate what is the speed across sub branches. You can see here, according to the equation of continuity, A1 V1 value is equal to A2 into V2. So V2 value I want now. V2 value is equal to A1 by A2 into V1, which is equal to A1 value 2 into 10 power minus 4. A2 value 0.4 into V1 value given by 0.25. So then what I will get answer for V2 is equal to 0.4 means 10 raised to 20. So 20 by 4 into 10 power minus 4 into 0.25. Then 4 ones are 4 5s are. So V2 value is equal to 0.25 into 5s are, that is so 1.25. 1.25 into 10 power minus 4. 10 power minus 4 meters per second. So this is a question based on which one? Equation of continuity. That is question number 17. Okay now? The next question. So what is this question number 19? This is a question based on the torsionality theory. So a large vessel with a small hole at the bottom. Question number 19. One large vessel is there. So it has a small hole at the bottom. It is filled with water and kerosene. The height of the water column is 20 centimeters. First it is filled with water and kerosene. So this is of water and above one is of kerosene. So kerosene given. Height of the water column they given it as 20 centimeters. And the height of the kerosene they given it as 25 centimeters. Okay na? The velocity with which the water flows out through the hole is, with what velocity the water will come out. This velocity value we want to calculate. So they given density values now. What is the density of the kerosene given and density. And one more important point here, whenever two non-mixable liquids are joined, so then what happen? Which density more, that will be above. Which density more, that is below. Which density more, that is above. That you know that now. Here why should be kerosene only upward, why water downward means. So density of the kerosene given and density of the water given. Density of the kerosene given it as 0.8 gram by cc, centimeter cube. We know already density of water is 1 gram by cc, centimeter. What I want to calculate? We want to calculate the velocities. Here h1 value is equal to 20 centimeters for water, and h2 value is 25 centimeters for kerosene. And this is the value can I call rho 1 water and rho 2 for kerosene. But we know that till now we studied whenever it is filled with only one liquid, what is the speed of the flux? V value is given by root over 2 into G into S. Whenever two liquids are given, so let me apply Bernoulli's theorem. So this is the free surface of liquid. So here it is coming with a velocity, let me call V1. So here this density is rho 1, this density rho 2. Applying Bernoulli's theorem. According to Bernoulli's theorem apply for the point A and point B. So for the point B, what can I able to write? At the point B, it having only which energy? So pressure let me call P1. P1 plus half into rho 1 into V1 square. So according to Bernoulli's theorem, sum of the pressure energy, kinetic energy per unit volume will remain constant. But at this point B, you see it is there on the ground. So no potential energy, only pressure energy and the kinetic energy. If I apply for point A, so point A pressure, atmosphere pressure P2 plus half into rho 2 into V2 square plus rho 1 into G into H1 plus rho 2 into G into H2. Point B important. Point B, so outside pressure value P2. Okay, then but you see here the given tank container vessel is of large area. Whenever area is large, the free surface of the vessel will be so at rest. So what we get? V2 value 0. Why V2 0? So whenever the area large, free surface will be at rest only. So V2 0. And at this point A, so I need to consider potential energy of the water and potential energy of the kerosene. Potential energy of the kerosene rho 1 into G, water is rho 1 into G into H1. Potential energy of the kerosene is rho 2 into G into H2. Only V2 value are taken 0. And one more condition, here P1 value is equal to P2 value is equal to P0, atmosphere pressure. Then what I get? So P0 plus half into rho into which one? V1 square rho 1 into V1 square is equal to P0 plus 0. This sum is 0 plus rho 1 into G into H1 plus rho 2 into G into H2. Okay, no? So after simplification here P0 value cancel. What I will get answer for V1? So V1 value given by root over, so 2 into G into rho 1 into H1 plus rho 2 into H2 divided by so rho 1. This is the formula to calculate the speed of flux. Whatever it may be done, Torricelli theorem, still many applications are there based on this tank. But all application can be solved by using the Bernoulli's theorem only. You need to apply the Bernoulli's theorem properly. There are many number of models are there. That all models can be solved by using this Bernoulli's theorem only. Then finally we got V1 is equal to, so 2 into G into rho 1 into H1 plus rho 2 into H2 divided by how much? Rho 1. For example, if second fluid not there, so only single fluid is there. So rho 2 value 0. That time what will get the answer? Rho into G into H1. Formula same now? Now okay, you need to remember this formula. Derivation not necessary for you, but just to show how we will apply this is according to which theorem? According to Bernoulli's theorem. Bernoulli's theorem. Then now can I substitute the values, sir? So tell me what I get. So what is the formula? We got V is equal to root over 2 into G. All values is substituted in CGS system only. So G value in CGS system will be equal to 980 9.8 centimeter per second, that is of 980 centimeter per second, into rho 1 value, water density is 1, into h1 value 20, plus rho 2 value 0.8, into 2.5 or 25. So divide by how much now? By water density rho. So then what I get the answer for V is equal to root over, this is 2 into 980 into, so here 0.8 into 25 is 20 only na. So 20 plus 20 value will be equal to 40 na. So what I get the answer is given by root over 2 into 98 is 196 196 into 400 so 196 value 14 root 14 into 400 square root is 20 So this answer is in centimeters per second. To convert into meters into 10 to the power minus 2. So simplify this. Approximately we will get the answer of approximately. Exact answer is 22.8. Approximately we will get it as 2.6 meter per second. Okay. So that is the values. So why? Because here the density value we have taken exactly as 1. There will small difference will be there. Approximately we will get as 2.6. Question understood? So this formula is very important for doing of this question. So this is the question number, which one? Question number 19. That the question number, next question 21 is there na? Same model like this question only. That's why I skipped it. So then we'll see for question number 25. Okay na? So what is this question number 25? Even this is also question based on the tank only. So what is this 25 question? There are two holes are there. Important question is. There are two holes, one each along the opposite sides of a wide rectangular tank. There is one tank is there. For this tank there are two holes are there. Here one hole is there, opposite sides. Here one hole is there. So water is filled completely here. Let me call this depth of the first hole is x. Rectangular tank. The cross section area of the each hole area of cross section A value, that is can I call it as A1 is equal to A2 will be equal to E is equal to 0.01 meter square. The vertical distance between the two holes is 1 meter. So what is the vertical distance? Distance between these two holes now. So this is of 1 meter. Can I call it as h? H is the vertical distance, that value is equal to 1 meter. The tank is filled with water. The net force on the tank, so in newtons when water is flowing out. Are you getting up? When water is flowing out, so what is the net force value we want to calculate? We will calculate the net force by using Newton laws. Force acting on a body will be equal to rate of change of momentum. That we know that na? First what I will calculate is, so I will call this as first hole and this is second hole. So what is the momentum of water? Momentum of water flowing per second through first hole. Okay na? So that one can I write momentum is a product of mass into velocity, right? Mass into velocity. So mass can be written as density into volume, rho into, so V, here water only, rho W into V. So capital V, volume is V, into velocity is small, which can be written as by t, time, which can be also written as rho W into, this can be written as area of cross section of each one A into L. Can I write volume is equal to area into L into T into V. Therefore what I will get the answer is given by L by T nothing but V. So what I will get rho W into A into V square. Can I call here velocity V1 square? So what is the velocity of water coming through first hole? Can I call V1? The velocity of water coming through second hole, can I call V2? So now what is the rate of change of momentum of the water coming through first hole I calculate? Clear? So So rho into W, rho W into A into V1 square. Similarly for the second hole, so what I get? Rate of change of momentum for the second hole also I will get same for second hole. So what is the rate of momentum of the water flowing per second? That is given by rho W into area of cross section same, A into how much of V1 square or V2 square? V2 square. So these are the change in momentum, rate of change of momentum of water coming through first hole and the second hole. But V1 and V2 both are in opposite direction. This is the direction of V1, this is the direction of V2. If I take V1 value plus, what happened to V2? Minus. So what is the total change in momentum according to which law? So according to the Newton's second law. So what can I able to write is? So I can able to write, here I will write, force acting on a body is equal to net rate of change of momentum. Net rate of change of momentum. Rate of change of momentum. Clear? So tell me what will get Fr is equal to net rate of change of momentum means momentum of the water coming through both the holes are in opposite direction. So what will get the answer is 1 by rho W into A into, so this is the value of V1 square minus V2. Correct? Y minus sign, okay now? And what is the value of V1? V1 is given by root over 2 into G into H plus X. Can I write? If this has depth value H, here to here is X. So total value given by 2 into G into H plus X. What happened to V2 value given by root over 2 into G into X. Substitute here, what will get the answer? F value will be equal to, can I write rho W as a rho only? Rho into A into, this is 2 into G into H plus X minus 2 into G into X. After simplification, finally what I will get the formula is given by F value is equal to 2 into, so rho into A into G into H. Okay, no? Actually this is the derivation part. When you know this formula, we can do this problem directly. No need of taking this much time. So then whenever two holes are there, for a tank there are two holes are there. Water is coming through each hole. What is the force exerted by that water coming through? For every action there is equal and opposite reaction, you know that. When water is coming out, the water will exert some force on the tank. That force value given by 2 into rho into A into G into H. Now let us see our question. Can I substitute the data? So when I substitute the values, tell me what I will get. 2 into rho value, water density how much of 1000 in SI system. Area of cross section given how much of? So 0.01. Correct? Into G value can I take 10 into H value 1 meter. So after simplification, what will get the answer is of 200 meters. Question okay now? So the force exerted on the tank value will be equal to how much of? 200 newtons. So this is question number 25. Understood? This formula you have to remember. Now we derived two new formulas. One formula, whenever the tank is filled with two different liquids, what is the formula for velocity? That one point you have to remember. And another one is this one, force exerted. Okay, so this is question number 25. Next question. So what is this question? For this, generally you know, so streamline flow and the turbulent flow. If speed is velocity is very low, that is streamline. The velocity increasing means at one particular velocity, the streamline flow will convert into turbulent flow. So what is the meaning of one important note here? What is the meaning of critical velocity? Critical velocity is the velocity of the fluid flow at which streamline flow will convert into turbulent flow. Streamline flow will convert into which flow? Turbulent flow. At which velocity the streamline flow will convert into which velocity? Which one? Turbulent flow. So that velocity is called as critical velocity. This critical velocity is represented by the symbol Vc, directly proportional to coefficient of viscosity, and it is directly inversely proportional to density of the fluid. and it is inversely proportional to diameter of the tube. Through which tube the fluid is flowing. Diameter more means critical velocity less. Diameter less means critical velocity more, and it is inversely proportional to density. From all these, Vc value directly proportional to eta divided by rho into d. To remove the proportionality constant, we will get R value proportionality R into eta divided by rho into d, where this R is a proportionality constant or called as Reynolds number. Reynolds number. Okay, this is one constant. What is Reynolds number significance means, by knowing the R value you can tell whether it is flow is laminar flow, laminar nothing but streamline, or turbulent flow. So if whenever R value greater than 0 and less than 1000, the flow will be laminar flow. So whenever the R value greater than 2000, the flow will be turbulent. Getting up? Whenever R value is in between 1000 and 2000, it is in between 1000 and 2000, the flow will be, it will be switched off in between the laminar and the turbulent. It will fluctuate. So it may convert into either laminar or turbulent. So that is the significance of which one? Reynolds number. So that Reynolds number will be. By knowing this Reynolds number, so you can tell fluid flow will be laminar or not. Point understood now? So this formula you have to remember. That is the formula for which velocity? Critical velocity. Now let us see this question. Question number 27. So what they given is, the average speed of the blood in artillery diameter given. So artillery diameter capital D 2 centimeters, 2 into 10 power minus 2 meters. So during the resting part of hot cycle, about the average speed given. So that is a critical speed velocity or critical speed 30 centimeter per second. So 30 into 10 power minus 2 meters per second. That is a critical velocity. So density of the blood given, that is 1.05 into 10 to the power of minus 3, 10 to the power of 3 kilogram by meter. This is density. Coefficient of viscosity not given here for the blood. They are asking the fluid flow will be turbulent or not, or laminar. To know that, what is the formula for Vc? Eta in R into eta divided by rho into d. From this R value, Vc into rho into d divided by how much? Eta. Viscosity of the blood value will be more only. It is more than water only. So then Vc value approximately there I will calculate. Without eta, I will use with the formula Vc into rho into d. So Vc value how much? 30 into 10 power minus 2 into rho value 1.05 into 10 to the power of 3. Correct? Into d value given by 2 into 10 power of minus 2. Approximately. So I will take eta value as it is. Then see here now. So what I will get, the numerator is given by 10 power minus 2 is there, 10 power minus 2 is there. That is 10 power minus 4. 10 power minus 4 means here I will get 30. Finally what I will get? 1.05 into 3 into 10 power still what is there? 10 power minus 3 minus plus 3. So that is cancelled. 10 power of minus 1 minus 3 plus 3. So that is eta. I will get only this much by eta. To take how much related to eta? 0.15 or something, how much it related? How much value if I take also? So this value will be less than 1000 only. No doubt, the value will be less than 1000 only. Because eta not given. Whatever the value of eta also, so coefficient of viscosity in terms of decimals, it is not 10 power value. So 10 power very less value. Then, so this total answer will be less than 1000. Total answer less than 1000 means R value less than 1000. We know this. Whenever R value less than 1000, fluid flow will be laminar flow. What is a fluid flow? Laminar. So this is first option. Understood? So this is a question based on that Reynolds number. Next question. Question number 29. So question based on again terminal velocity. So what is this question is? An air bubble of radius 1 mm moves up with a uniform velocity 0.109 meters in a liquid column of density 14.7 into 10 to the power of 3 kilogram per meter cube. What is the coefficient of viscosity? One liquid column is there, so air bubble is there. That air bubble is moving upward. Terminal velocity means it does not mean always the body should move down. Whenever the density of the body is less than the density of which one? So that liquid, what happened to the body will move up. So what is the radius of the air bubble given it as? That is of 1 mm, 1 into 10 to the power of minus 3 meters. It is moving up with a velocity how much? V is equal to terminal velocity, that is 0.109 meters per second. Units are very important. What is the density of the liquid? Liquid density is we called their formula sigma. Sigma value 14.7 into 10 to the power of 3 kilogram by meter. They asking us to calculate what is the coefficient of viscosity. Here we need to neglect the density of which one? Density of that air bubble. So rho value is less than which one? Sigma. When rho value less than sigma, what is the formula for Vt? 2 by 9 into r square into g into, so rho minus sigma divided by eta. So eta value is equal. Here rho is neglected. Minus sign is indicating that the liquid air bubble is moving upwards. So eta value given by 2 by 9 into r square into g into sigma divided by b. Substitute the values. 2 by 9 into r value, so this much, r square 1 into 10 power minus 6. G value kinetic 10 into sigma value 14.7 into 10 to the power of 3 divided by Vt value, so that is Vt value given by 0.109. To simplify this, so then what I get the answer is given by, so this is of 2 into 14.7 into 10 to the power of how much numerator? So numerator value 10 to the power of minus 3 divided by denominator so 9 into, can I write 109 into 10 to the power of minus 3, 10 to the power of minus 3, 10 to the power of minus 3 cancel. So you simplify this. After simplification you will get the answer 0.3 Pascal second. Simple simplification, 2 into 14.7, so that you will get it as 14.7 means 29. So 29 will go for 109. Directly you can simplify. So that is answer of 0.5. Understood? So this is question number 29. Next question. So question number 31. And this is the last question for this class. So what is this question number 31 is? A ball of radius r, density rho, falls freely under the gravity through a distance h before entering the water. The velocity of the ball does not changes even entering the water. The viscosity of water is eta. The value of h is given. Question number 31. They given one container. It is filled with some liquid. A ball is dropped from the height h. With what velocity ball will hit the ground? V value given by root over 2 into g into h. The ball will continue. It will hit the water surface. The ball will continue to flow with the same velocity. Then what does it mean? So velocity, that is nothing but terminal velocity. V formula 2 by 9 into r square into g into rho minus sigma divided by eta. But here they are not given the density of the ball. Ball is falling through. Density of the ball given rho, but density of the liquid not given. So we can neglect here sigma. When we neglect the value of sigma, or otherwise it is falling through water now. This is density of water. Can I write down? In place of sigma, rho w. What is rho w value? 1. In CGS system, rho w value 1 gram by cc. Then v value is equal to root over 2 into g into h will be equal to 2 by 9 into r square into g into how much it is? Rho minus 1 divided by eta. So can I square on both sides? 2 into g into h value will be equal to 4 by 9. This is 4 by 81 into this value will be equal to, this is r square is there, no? Already r square is there. 4 divided by 81, r power 4 into g square into rho minus 1 by eta whole square. They asking us to calculate h value. From what height the ball falling. So 2 ones are 2 2s are here. 1g cancel. Finally, what is the answer for h? H value given by how much? 2 by 81 into r power 4 into rho minus 1 by eta whole square into g. So this is the height formula. Which option? 2 by 81 r power 4 rho minus 1 by eta whole square into g. What is h there? H is the height from which the ball is allowed to fall. Okay now, that velocity called what? Terminal velocity. So this is about one part of the mechanical properties of fluids. Still mechanical properties, complete chapter not over. I told to you. We discuss the mechanical property into two parts. Till now we discussed up to concept of terminal velocity, and also we completed the numericals up to that concept. The next class we will start a new concept, that is surface tension. So after discussing the concept surface tension, then if we complete the numericals, so that is about the complete chapter of mechanical properties of fluids. This chapter very important chapter and bit tough chapter. You have to go through clearly and carefully. Okay, no? So thank you very much.